Hey everyone, how you doing? Today I'm going to be cooking lamb biryani. Here I've got three small sized onions which I have sliced up. I'm going to fry these in a little bit of oil. Here I've got 470 grams of lamb which is washed and diced, and it's got bone in it as well. I've got 3 cups of basmati rice which have been soaking for about 5 minutes. And these are the spices I've got. So starting from here, I have got 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of paprika, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, and this is a special biryani mix which I bought. You can easily buy it from Asian grocery stores. It's just called biryani mix, and it's got all different sorts of spices mixed up. Here they've put dried plum, and I don't know, they've got some other spices in here. Here I've got three tomatoes which I have cut in half, so I'll be using these as well. And in here I have got 2 cloves of garlic, ginger, I've got 3 green chilies and some coriander, all pounded in my pestle and mortar. Right, let's get underway. Onions, a little bit of olive oil, I'm going to let these fry until it's golden brown. So the onion has browned, and now I'm going to add the ginger, the garlic and the chilies. I'm going to fry this a little bit. I'm going to add some water. I'm going to add the spices, and I'm going to add the lamb. And I'm going to add the tomatoes as well, so you know me, I'm going to put these upside down, so I want to take the skins off. I'm going to turn down the heat, I'm going to cover it, I'm going to cook this for at least 20 minutes. I've got something called Boondi. Now this is made from gram flour, so it's hard, it's very hard. You soak it and it puffs up. So this is how I bought it in a packet. So it comes like this in a packet, and you soak it in water and then you put it into yogurt. So in here I have got grated cucumber, tomatoes and onion. To it I'm going to add my coriander, mint and green chilies which I have pounded. I'm going to give a squeeze of lime. I'm going to add plain yogurt. It's better to add more yogurt than less, because the boondi will soak it up. Add a little milk just to thin it a bit. Half a teaspoon sugar just to balance everything out. 1 teaspoon chaat masala. Chaat masala, by the way, is a special blend of spices. And half a teaspoon of salt. So this is the boondi which I soaked. Can you see it's all puffed up and gone soft? I don't like it when it goes mushy. I like to have some crunchy bits in it. So I'm going to drain this now. Squeeze all the water out. So I'm going to add this now to the yogurt. You can have this as is, or you can have it with rice dishes, or you can have it with fish. It goes really well with chicken, so you can have it with anything really. It's really versatile and it's really tasty as well. So I'm going to put this in the fridge until needed. I took off the skins of the tomatoes. The lamb is cooked, it's tender, but it's got too much water in it. So I'm just going to evaporate the water until it thickens up. Oil has separated. I can't see properly because of the steam. So I'm going to add some coriander to this. That's it, it's done, it's cooked. So I'm going to leave this on one side and I will cook the rice. These are the whole spices I'll need to make the rice. So starting at the bottom, we have half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. We've got 2 pods of black cardamom, half a teaspoon of black peppercorns, cinnamon sticks, and I've got a little bit of mace here. 2 star anise and green cardamoms in the middle. So we're going to use all that to make the rice. So in go the spices, a little bit of olive oil, a little clarified butter, just to enhance the flavor of the rice. Sorry, I'm not really measuring anything, I'm just eyeballing everything. I'm making 3 cups of rice, so I'm going to use 5 cups of hot water. So everything's going to sizzle up now. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of Pilau mix. I'll leave the details in the description box. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I will check the salt again once I put the rice in. So bring this up to the boil. So the water is boiling. I've drained my rice, so I'm going to add the rice now. Mix. And check the salt. I'm going to add another teaspoon of salt. There's not enough salt in here. Remember, rice takes salt. So I'm going to cover it and cook it at a high heat. Give it a stir. So as you can see, the water has almost evaporated. There's some water in there still. The rice are par cooked, they're not fully cooked. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn the stove right down. So I'm using a heat diffuser, pan back on like this. So I'm going to take the rice out of the pan. To do this is to use a plate instead of using a spoon, so it's much easier. Just leave a tiny amount in the bottom. So the rice which I have taken out, I'm going to add a tiny amount of food colouring to these. So the first one I'm going to use is the green colour. So I'm just going to mix this up. Just a tiny amount, you don't need lots of it. And then the yellow one. and finally the red color. So now I'm going to build up layers of rice, lamb, herbs. So I'm going to build up each layer. So the first layer is the rice. So now I'm going to add, I've got chopped up coriander and little chopped up green chili. So I'm going to add the coriander, add the lamb next. Make sure you spread it around. Next, the rice. More coriander. And lamb. And the final layer of rice. And coriander and green chili. So I'm going to cover this and I'm going to cook this for 30 minutes on a very, very low heat. So the biryani has cooked. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. The rice is perfectly cooked. Wish I had smell-o-vision. I wish you could smell this.